Oslo, the capital of Norway, frequently garners praise for its exceptional quality of life, stunning natural beauty, and a societal model often held up as exemplary. It consistently ranks among the world's most livable cities, a testament to its progressive policies and robust public services.
Yet, beneath this veneer of Nordic ideal lies a stark economic reality that challenges conventional understanding of urban economics.
Despite a relatively small population for a national capital, Oslo is remarkably expensive, even for its high-earning residents.
This presents a compelling paradox. How can a city with fewer inhabitants than many major global metropolises sustain such an elevated cost of living? This exploration delves into the intricate web of economic, regulatory, and societal factors that contribute to Oslo's extraordinary expense. Our aim is to uncover the underlying mechanisms driving this financial reality, providing insights for economists, urban planners, and global citizens alike. One of the most foundational drivers of Oslo's high cost of living is its intensely competitive housing market. This sector operates under conditions of chronic scarcity, with the demand for residential properties consistently outstripping the available supply. The consequence is a housing market characterized by exorbitant real estate prices, making homeownership or even rental accommodation a significant financial burden for many. The limited availability of housing units is not merely a transient market fluctuation, but a deeply entrenched structural issue. Developers face considerable challenges in bringing new properties to market, further tightening the supply. This persistent imbalance between a growing urban population and an inelastic housing stock inevitably fuels upward price pressure. The financial implications extend beyond direct housing costs, impacting the overall economic landscape of the city. A major contributor to the housing crisis lies within Norway's stringent regulatory framework, particularly its zoning laws and urban planning policies. These regulations, while often enacted with benevolent intentions, inadvertently restrict the expansion of the housing supply. Their primary goals include preserving Oslo's unique character, safeguarding its abundant green spaces, and maintaining a low-density urban footprint. However, the practical effect of these policies is a severe limitation on new construction. Developers face significant hurdles in obtaining permits and adhering to extensive building codes, which slows down development and increases costs. The emphasis on green belts and controlled growth, while beneficial for environmental quality, directly constrains the land available for residential development. This artificial limitation on supply directly translates into higher property values, making affordability a distant prospect for many. Beyond housing, the economic disparity between high wages and the surging cost of living presents a unique challenge in Oslo. While Norway is renowned for its high average incomes, a significant portion of these earnings is rapidly eroded by the elevated prices of everyday goods and services. This creates a scenario where, despite substantial paychecks, residents often feel a constant financial squeeze. The cost of essential items, from groceries to public transportation, is notably higher than in many other European capitals. This phenomenon diminishes the purchasing power of even high incomes, leading to persistent financial pressure for households. The perception of prosperity can often mask the underlying struggle to maintain a comfortable standard of living amidst these pervasive expenses. Consequently, many residents find their high wages are simply a prerequisite for navigating the city's costly landscape, rather than a pathway to significant disposable income. Norway's robust social welfare system, a cornerstone of its egalitarian society, is funded through a comprehensive and high taxation regime. While these taxes underpin a wide array of public services, they also significantly contribute to the overall cost of living for residents. Income taxes, value-added taxes, and various other levies mean that a substantial portion of an individual's earnings is redirected to the state. This fiscal impact is felt directly in the pricing of nearly all goods and services. Businesses pass on their tax burdens to consumers, making everything from consumer goods to professional services more expensive. Even services like childcare and healthcare, while heavily subsidized or free at the point of use, are ultimately funded by these high taxes, creating a cycle where high income contributes to high taxes, which in turn elevates the cost of goods. Thus, the excellent public services come with a considerable upfront financial commitment from citizens, integrated into their daily expenses. Oslo's well-maintained and efficient infrastructure is another point of pride, yet it too comes at a significant financial cost. The city boasts an extensive public transportation network, including trams, buses, and trains, designed to reduce reliance on private vehicles. While this system is undeniably effective and offers a high quality of service, it is also among the most expensive globally. The high fares reflect the substantial investment in maintenance, technological upgrades, and staffing required to keep the system running optimally. Beyond direct monetary costs, Oslo residents frequently contend with considerable time costs, particularly due to traffic congestion during peak hours. Even with efficient public transport, daily commutes can be lengthy, impacting productivity and overall well-being. These time expenses represent an often overlooked component of the city's high cost of living, diminishing the perceived value of high wages. External influences, particularly tourism and global demand, also play a role in escalating Oslo's cost of living. As an increasingly popular destination, Oslo attracts a significant influx of international visitors each year. This robust tourism sector, while beneficial for the economy, exerts upward pressure on prices, especially within the hospitality and retail sectors. Hotels, restaurants, and various tourist attractions often price their services to cater to an international clientele, whose spending power might be greater than that of local residents. This elevated pricing for services and goods spills over into the broader economy, affecting even those businesses that primarily serve the local population. Furthermore, Oslo's status as a global city means it participates in a broader economic ecosystem, where international demand for certain goods and services can also inflate local prices. This global interconnectedness ensures that Oslo's economy is not isolated, but rather subject to wider market forces that contribute to its high costs. In Oslo, the conventional wisdom that higher income automatically translates into greater comfort and ease of living is frequently challenged. The city's demanding financial landscape means that even a substantial income does not always guarantee a life free from financial strain. Many residents, despite their high salaries, report feeling a constant pressure to manage expenses, save, and make careful financial choices. The high cost of living can erode discretionary spending, making luxury items or even routine indulgences feel out of reach for some. This can lead to a sense of paradox, where high earners still find themselves constantly budgeting and weighing financial decisions. Ultimately, the quality of life, despite the city's reputation for prosperity, can be impacted by the ongoing effort required to navigate its costly environment. The promise of financial freedom that high wages typically offer is often diminished by the sheer scale of expenses encountered in daily life. The elevated cost of living in Oslo is a multifaceted phenomenon, defying simplistic explanations. It is not merely the result of one isolated factor, but rather a complex interplay of systemic forces. The persistent housing shortages, exacerbated by restrictive zoning laws and meticulous urban planning, form a critical foundation for these high expenses. Compounding this is the unique economic reality where high wages are often offset by equally high taxes and the inflated prices of everyday goods and services. The investment in robust infrastructure, while beneficial, contributes significantly to operational costs, which are then passed on to consumers. Furthermore, the growing influence of tourism and global demand places additional upward pressure on prices across various sectors. Oslo presents a challenging financial landscape where the balance between income and expenditure is often delicate. The true cost of living in such a global city
extends far beyond simple monetary figures. It encompasses the significant trade-offs residents must make between their income, their desired lifestyle, and the relentless pursuit of a comfortable existence. This intricate balance defines the daily reality for many in this otherwise idyllic Nordic capital.